All right, Manny. Super appreciate you coming down and working hard today. Again, like I said before, you just like do so much good for golf. I love your passion for the game. I love your enthusiasm, and just can't wait to like get you to the point where you're almost unbeatable, right? So here we go. Like first things first. This is like the 8 iron. Just kind of skip through the pitching wedge, but we have that 16.7 stance. That was a little bit wider than you were with pitching wedge, but not much. Um, and then we kind of like really whip that club inside. We're lowering the right arm right away, so we're super underplaying the whole time here. Um, and we get to the top. The biggest thing I kept noticing was this guy, the right foot, really being in the outside part of your foot, in the heel. Super hard to be an athlete from there. So a lot of what I see is like this side, this right side, this right knee really going to come towards the golf ball, and kind of like invade your space there. So like you're starting to hit those S words, and that's kind of part of the reason, right? Super from the inside, which gosh, I have to teach how to be inside for most people, but just super far from the inside. I send you that list of the numbers, but I think you were like 16, 12 to 16 degrees, right? It's on the inside here. And just like no real rotation, more like into the golf ball type of thing, standing up. So when you hit a good one, you hit a good smash factor and stuff, but just super inconsistent. You can see like how little of like rotation we really have until here. So getting you into a better position with your feet and like a base foundation and like a real right foot to push off of, I thought was super important. Again, 7 wood type of thing here. So again, the shaft plane even flatter with the 7 wood, and you're probably still going to be under that baby. So really ripping it inside. Yep. Super fast with the arm flip, arms inside, right arm lowering. You may bang, but as we get to the top, we're really on the outside part of the foot and the heel, right? So big problem. Um, Pushing off of it, but you're pushing in towards the golf ball. So like space invade. Club super dumped under there. It's almost all the way to the ground already back there. If you take a look at it from like this side, you can see like that club's like already on the ground back here, right? So the golf ball is like way up there. So like, how do we get that to the golf ball with rotation stuff like that? Same thing with this guy. Super dumped under the plane, and it just makes it really, really hard to get that contact very consistent. Super dumped under there. Club's already on the ground, right? So we need to fix the swing plane, but just talking about what we're doing with the feet really changed your life, right? So this is 8 iron. We got into that wider stance, right? Big 20.4 inches, and we talked about the ladybug, right foot, trying to keep that ball with the foot, and just made some outstanding golf swings as far as like contact, rotationary stuff. Boom, there comes that club. Now we're on the ground. Now we're smashing. Boom. So we're still from the inside, but we cut it in half, right? So went from 12 to 16 to 6 to 8 from the inside, which we can play with that, right? We're going to get better and better at that as we move into our drills, but it's going to be such a game changer for you on the golf course. So down the line, we got more on plane. Still whipped it inside, but not quite as bad. Got a little more up, and then really kept it a little bit more on plane as we rotate and really push from that right foot. Look at that right foot, ball of the foot, pushing. Got some better numbers on the ground force stuff. A lot more room for your arms. Really cleared and rotated through the golf ball a ton better, right? That was phenomenal. Here's the 7 wood. Same kind of thing, man. We got one push here instead of two. Again, the contact, the noise, the sit from your pelvis instead of that right leg. Really driving towards the golf ball was really cool to see. And then just different sound, right? We made a whole different sound. Really cool from this angle here to see this one. Look at this, just ready to crush, right? So look at my hands are, look how high the club is, still rotating around to smash. We started hitting some of the best balls I've seen you hit in a while. Really cool stuff. So we also talked about this drill. This drill is going to be big for you to do this. Do it off a tee on the driving range and really get used to it. Just lift those arms, rotate as high as you can. Boom, that position right here, maybe just a touch deeper with a little bit more bend to that right elbow, but this is going to change your life, right? So don't really have the ladybug on this one, but you can only really focus on a couple things at once, but just watch how much room you got right here. So good, buddy. Just a ton of space down the golf ball. Bang. So we're going to get our arms there one of these days. Like I said, be patient, work hard, do the right thing. This was a feel and go. Look how much more that club's up on plane. Watch this, right? So if we go from this one to this guy, big difference. Boom. Whoop. Go back here, sorry. And pause that guy. Pause that guy, right? So just that picture right there is worth 1,000 words. And that's just you feeling it, you seeing it, and then trying to replicate that as a do, right? Phenomenal stuff. Even we didn't even have our ladybug and stuff going, right? So really good position. Man, we're going to get here versus here. Going to be a whole different ball game, right? Watch the arms come down. Shaft so much more between your forearms on top of the right arm. So much more space to kill it, right? Really, really cool. And then last but not least, we got this drill with the alignment stick attached there. I really want to get that takeaway. Boom, more into that position. Club outside the hands, big rotationary move. So we're going to practice this all by its own. And by the time we finished up, we're in that feel versus real type thing. And we really ended up in almost a better position up there. Look at the left arms at least parallel with your shoulders, right? So like way better spot. And just coming down, way more on top of the arms, way more space. Again, so much more rotation and just strike through the golf ball. The noise, the sound you made, absolutely amazing. So fun to hear you excited about it and like getting after it. It was really, really cool working with you. I appreciate it. I look forward to more improvement. Let's rock and roll. Let's bang it out. Let's go.